Guys, I just wanted to hop in on this latest fuck. And it's about the whole gotcha smack tectone situation, talking about fighting games and how much people will enjoy the crossover Street Fighter 6 and Zenless Zone Zero. Now that Zenless Zone Zero is out, I can confidently say gotcha smack is fucking wrong. There's no fucking way fighting game players are gonna translate well. Okay, there we go. Are gonna translate well into Zenless Zone Zero. I've been a gamer for a very long time, content creator for a very short time. So I've paid attention to the environment out of pure enjoyment. No monetary gain from it, no like alternate reason. I literally consume video game shit because I genuinely enjoy it, and yeah. So I have no sort of agenda going in with this. It's simply like the truth. I'm gonna be fucking honest. Do you really think this is a point that I think people are missing about how these communities are gonna mix, right? Do you really think the Street Fighter community, right, the fighting game community, a community that harbored low tier god, right, you think this community is going to mix well with the pussy ass community known as Hoyoverse? You think Hoyoverse stands can handle the fighting game community? This is like adding COD. Let's add COD and 2K to the mix. You think they can handle some hood ass niggas from fucking you think they can handle people from the ghetto hopping in there? You think they can handle people who don't give a fuck about what they say and how they act? You think Hoyoverse fans can handle that? These motherfuckers can't handle Tectone. They can't handle Tectone, and the reason they can't handle him is because he's fucking white and bald. What are they gonna do when people like low tier god pull up and start roasting the fuck out of them, talking shit, talking about how fucking stupid they are? These motherfuckers gonna have a meltdown. These are not communities that are gonna mix well. Hoyoverse has a very, very negative reputation amongst all gamers. Anyone who understands what Genshin Impact is, if they don't play Genshin Impact, they fucking hate Genshin Impact. I'll tell you that right now, as long as they've heard of it, right? It's a very toxic community. It is literally on the My Hero Academia level of nobody fucks with this. All right, it's very much on that My Hero Academia level. Very weird PDF people in there. There's very weird weebs. There's very weird just liars, false accusers. There's very weird snakes in the community. The fighting game community, it has its own problems, don't get me wrong, but these people play like an actual game. I think fighting games are probably the hardest to master, and if you're good at a fighting game, you are probably at the top like 15% of gamers on the planet, to be honest with you. Anyone who does play fighting games wouldn't get it or hasn't tried to like genuinely learn. I played Injustice 2 for at least, you know, a good chunk of hours, and I was still dog shit. That's why I don't play fighting games anymore. But these games are like genuinely difficult. Zenless Zone Zero will not have the ability to stimulate these players. In terms of IPs bringing in players, first of all, those are usually very short-term gains. They work best when a game first drops, or your Mortal Kombat or Smash Bros, where that's very much part of your marketing and like you're very well known for that. In terms of Zenless Zone Zero and gacha games, the reason these collabs never do shit, like look at Dragon Ball, Dokkan Battle, they've collabed like One Piece and shit, which is in the same genre. You look at Grand Blue Fantasy, which is known for collabs as well. These games are the good examples of how this goes, right? Like, you're gonna get a short burst of players, but if people don't like the gameplay or the game, they're just not gonna play. And the amount this is going to affect any sales, any new players, is so minuscule that I think it's crazy that people are dragging this shit like it's actually gonna matter. It's really not. If you've literally been a gamer for more than like 3 years and it's not about gacha games only, like you actually play real games as well, then you should know this. Like, this is something very common. Collabs are not new. And the truth is, they don't help as much as people like to make it seem, especially when you're crossing genres. The reason things like Dragon Ball work as collabs is because Dragon Ball has a universal character, Goku, who everybody knows, who transcends any single genre of gaming. There are turn-based Dragon Ball games. There's a fighting Dragon Ball game, like actual hardcore 2D fighter. There is open world RPG Dragon Ball game. There's a self-customizing live service Dragon Ball game. Like this is a franchise that has so many variants of its games, and that's very different than pulling someone who's strictly known for fighting game. Ryu is known for being a fighting game character. He collabed with Monster Hunter before. I really doubt there's any real increase in sales due to Ryu or even Dante going into Monster Hunter. Very different genres. Same with Ryu collabing with Smash Bros. In terms of increase in players. I know some fighting game players tried it out, but most of the people buying these are gonna be people who are already fans of both. This isn't drawing in like a shit ton of new players. I just think that whole viewpoint was so delusional, and I just needed to comment on that. It's saying people actually think, well, this is gonna be game changing, guys. Like collabs haven't been fucking done since forever. I think they would have been smarter going for a collab with Devil May Cry or Bayonetta. That would have made about 1 billion times more sense, because those are hack and slash games, which that's kind of what Zenless Zone Zero is. It's not a fighting game. The thing is, even when it comes to hack and slash, it's so fucking simple that even a Devil May Cry hardcore player, or even casual Devil May Cry player who like played the game like a few times, they're gonna be disappointed. I'll be honest, like I would never compare this to other games in the genre, because it is just super simple, super easy. There's no like point where you're gonna be like, I gotta really lock in. I'm sure later on content gets more difficult, but from everything heard in all the betas, the game's just too fucking easy. And now you're talking about bringing over the most dedicated community, the fighting game community, over to the most pussy community ever. You think that's gonna work out well? If it does work out, you know, all power to them. But the community gonna get shook the fuck up. I'll tell you that right now. You're gonna have a lot of little kids crying and quitting the game. I'll tell you that right now. Because the truth is, the rest of the world isn't exactly quite as how much time I've been in. It's only 7. I mean, I've already cursed. As pussy and cowardly as these Genshin fans, these Holyverse players, I really didn't know people like that existed in real life until I really like looked at this community. Like, it is genuinely the worst community ever, and I'm an anime fan, so that says a lot. Like, if people think My Hero Academia is bad, the Holyverse community is the same thing. But like, I enjoy My Hero Academia. Holyverse games are like actually just bad. Like the people are just so delusional in a different way. They're delusional in all the same ways as My Hero Academia, but worse when it comes to like story. My Hero Academia, you can watch like season 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not caught up. I think I stopped at 4. You can watch those seasons and find joy in it. You don't have to think it's the best thing ever, but you can be like, man, that was a really good story. The All Might versus All for One scene, that shit was hype as fuck. I enjoyed My Hero Academia. If you hate reading, you're fucked. Okay? You're fucked. Sorry about that. I had to take a call. Where was I? Yeah, but I think the mixing of these communities is really fucking stupid. I don't think it's actually gonna work. I think people who actually think this is gonna amount to anything are kind of like silly. Realistically, it's not gonna do shit. It never has for most games. Very rare cases. The only games that really work are games with the foundation of it. And yeah, those are my thoughts on the whole Street Fighter is gonna change the game, guys. Not really. It's just gonna fucking be there, and then it's gonna be gone, and whatever the collab is gonna be really shitty. Either if it's a character, it's gonna be dog shit, and if it's a costume, it'll probably cost money. So it is what it is. Peace out. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think Street Fighter is gonna take this game to making $5 billion in its first year? Just let me know, bro. Let me know.